4 types of milk you must drink, and 4 types you should never touch if you are over 65. 99% of seniors do not know that the milk in their fridge might be silently destroying their bones, joints, and brain. A shocking new study has found that the wrong type of milk increases the risk of fractures, memory loss, and inflammation by more than 60%. And most seniors are drinking this kind of milk every single day. But here is the truth. There are 4 specific types of milk that can actually reverse that damage and help you stay strong and mobile for years. In this video, we will reveal the 4 types of milk you must drink and the 4 you should never touch. They are all ranked by real science, from least to most powerful, or least to most dangerous. Each one can be a major turning point in your health as you age. 1. Goat milk. The first name may not be as popular as cow's milk, but it is considered the silent savior for the digestive system and bone health of older adults. Goat milk. Many people think goat milk is only for young children or picky eaters, but in reality, it is one of the most complete nutritional choices for people over the age of 60. While most types of cow's milk today contain a protein called A1 beta-casein that can cause inflammation and bloating, goat milk mainly contains A2 casein, a protein that is easier to digest and less likely to irritate the gut and immune system. Because of this, people who frequently suffer from acid reflux, bloating, or food sensitivities after 60 can clearly feel more comfort when switching to goat milk. A study published in the British Journal of Nutrition showed that when older adults replaced cow's milk with goat milk for 8 weeks, inflammation markers in the gut dropped by up to 26%. Calcium absorption increased significantly, and the number of people reporting bloating and indigestion also dropped sharply. This suggests that goat milk is not just a beverage, but a supportive method to improve digestion and enhance mineral absorption in seniors. But it doesn't stop there. Goat milk also contains many medium-chain fatty acids, which are quickly converted into energy and help maintain muscle mass and endurance at a time when metabolism is gradually slowing down with age. Many people over 60 experience muscle weakness and have trouble walking, but few realize that simply choosing an energy-rich, easily absorbed milk like goat milk can help maintain better physical activity every day. The most notable feature of goat milk is its high content of calcium, phosphorus, and zinc, minerals that play a decisive role in maintaining bone density and preventing fractures in the elderly. Moreover, goat milk also contains selenium in a highly bioavailable form, a mineral many seniors are deficient in without knowing it. Selenium supports thyroid function and the immune system and directly affects mood, mobility, and resistance, all vital for maintaining a good quality of life in later years. If you are considering using goat milk, choose a pasteurized version that still retains its natural fat content and does not contain added sugars or flavorings. Avoid ultra-pasteurized goat milk products, as high heat can destroy some of the milk's beneficial compounds. A warm cup of goat milk with a pinch of cinnamon or turmeric not only enhances its anti-inflammatory effects, but also makes for a soothing drink that helps you sleep better each night. Many people also enjoy using goat milk as a base for morning smoothies, cooking it with oats, or pouring it over granola made from low glycemic grains like millet or buckwheat. While not as prominent on supermarket shelves as plant-based milks or mainstream cow's milk brands, goat milk quietly supports digestion, boosts mineral absorption, and sustainably preserves bone and muscle strength. If you've experienced bloating, stomach pain, or nighttime cramps, switching to goat milk each day could be a small change with big benefits. 2. Unsweetened almond milk, calcium fortified. The next milk on the list of excellent choices for people over 60 is unsweetened almond milk with added calcium. You may have heard of almond milk as a health trend among younger generations, but for older adults, this type of milk offers more than just fashionable benefits, especially when choosing the unsweetened version fortified with calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium. Almond milk is not just a dairy alternative, but a truly effective nutritional solution to protect joints, control blood sugar, and soothe inflammatory responses in the body. The most outstanding feature of almond milk is its extremely low carbohydrate content, nearly negligible if no sugar is added. This helps stabilize blood insulin levels, prevent sudden hunger cravings, and avoid belly fat accumulation, a very common problem in people after age 60. according to a 2021 study published in the journal Nutrition and Clinical Practice. When seniors replaced regular cow's milk with unsweetened almond milk fortified with calcium within just 10 weeks, they reported a 32% reduction in morning joint stiffness and significant improvement in blood sugar stability. Researchers believe that removing lactose, casein, and sugar in almond milk is what makes it easier for the body to absorb minerals without triggering silent inflammation. Additionally, almond milk often contains vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that has been proven to slow the aging of cells and protect the brain from oxidative stress damage. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry showed that older adults with higher vitamin E intake tend to maintain better memory and experience less early cognitive decline. The good news is that the vitamin E in almond milk remains stable even when served cold or blended into chilled meals like smoothies. However, not all almond milk is good. Most common almond milk products on the market contain added sugar, thickeners, and artificial flavorings, ingredients that can completely negate almonds' natural anti-inflammatory benefits. To choose the best kind, look for products clearly labeled unsweetened and fortified with calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium. This trio not only helps strengthen bones but also supports muscle contractions, nerve signal transmission, and balance, especially important for seniors who often suffer from tremors, cramps, or unsteady walking. Another big plus of almond milk is its flexibility in daily meals. You can use it to make smoothies with blueberries, a fruit known for its anti-inflammatory properties. Adding a spoonful of ground flaxseed for extra omega-3 will further protect blood vessels and support joints. In addition, almond milk is perfect as a base for slow-cooked oatmeal or overnight chia pudding, breakfast options that are easy to digest and won't spike blood sugar levels. For those living with arthritis, diabetes, or chronic conditions associated with aging, simply switching to a daily glass of unsweetened almond milk can be a simple yet effective step toward restoring mobility and natural energy. 3. Kefir. Next on the list of recommended milk options after age 60 is a name you might not be very familiar with, yet it is considered a quiet companion for gut health, joints, and muscles in seniors. Kefir. This is not just an ordinary type of milk, but a living food source rich in probiotics that supports digestion, boosts immunity, and even helps slow down the aging process. Kefir is created by fermenting milk with beneficial bacterial strains, forming a diverse ecosystem of microorganisms that are rarely found in other products. Even regular yogurt, for older adults, when the digestive system is no longer functioning as strongly as before, kefir can play a crucial role in improving nutrient absorption and easing symptoms related to gut inflammation. A 2020 study published in the journal Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that when people over 65 drank kefir daily for 12 weeks, the diversity of their gut microbiota increased by up to 33%. At the same time, their ability to absorb vitamin D improved by 25%, and notably, they also reported significant improvements in movement coordination, balance, and flexibility while walking. Interestingly, it is the live bacteria in kefir that help regulate inflammatory signals, known as cytokines, which are the silent culprits behind bone erosion, muscle loss, and declining nerve function. By stabilizing the immune system and stopping inflammation from spreading, kefir can indirectly help prevent conditions like joint pain, muscle wasting, and even memory decline. Additionally, kefir is a rich source of important minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and vitamin K2, all of which are essential to maintaining bone density and skeletal strength over time. One of the most prominent benefits of kefir lies in the fermentation process itself. Through this process, many of the milk sugars, lactose, and proteins are pre-digested by bacteria, reducing the likelihood of bloating or allergic reactions, issues commonly faced by seniors. The presence of vitamin K2 is especially important because it helps direct calcium to the right place, the bones, instead of letting it build up in the arteries, which could increase cardiovascular risks if left unchecked. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging also revealed that postmenopausal women who consumed kefir daily experienced a 45% slower rate of spinal bone loss compared to a control group, while also improving the strength of their femur bones, the area most prone to fractures in seniors. To use kefir effectively, choose the unsweetened variety made from whole milk and labeled with live cultures or contains live probiotics. Just 1 small glass per day, taken with a meal, is enough to support digestion, if you like to mix things up. You can use kefir as a base for smoothies with fiber-rich fruits like kiwi or raspberries, or sprinkle in chia seeds for extra nutritional value. Many people even use kefir as the main ingredient for cold oatmeal or healthy puddings to start the day gently but with full energy. For those overwhelmed by the flood of digestive health products out there, a morning glass of kefir might be the simplest, most sustainable choice for protecting bones, muscles, and memory. 4. A2 whole milk. Now we come to the milk that is ranked highest among the best choices for people over 60. A2 whole milk. It might sound no different from regular cow's milk, but a small difference in its protein structure makes a big impact on digestion, joint health, and memory in older adults. Most cow's milk on the market today contains a protein called A1 beta-casein, which has been scientifically linked to inflammation, bloating, digestive discomfort, and even worsening joint pain and cognitive decline in seniors. A2 milk is different. It contains only A2 beta-casein, a protein that is easier for the body to digest and does not trigger strong immune responses like A1 does. After age 60, the intestinal barrier begins to weaken, and the lining of the gut becomes more sensitive. Hard to break down proteins like A1 can silently trigger inflammation, leading to more frequent joint pain, slow digestion, and ongoing fatigue. A 2021 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who replaced regular cow's milk with A2 milk for just 8 weeks reported a 64% reduction in gastrointestinal discomfort, improved mental clarity, reduced joint pain, and better calcium absorption. What makes A2 milk especially effective is that it retains all the nutritional benefits of full-fat cow's milk, including calcium, vitamin D, protein, healthy fats, vitamin B12, and iodine, but without the inflammatory effects often seen in people sensitive to A1. This means seniors can still get the full benefits of milk, such as building strong bones, preserving muscle mass, and supporting brain function, without having to endure bloating, slow digestion, or nagging aches after meals. The fat content in A2 whole milk also helps improve the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like D and K2, 2 essential nutrients that ensure calcium is delivered to the bones rather than settling in the blood vessels. If you are looking for a type of milk you can cook with, drink on its own, or pair with breakfast without discomfort, A2 milk is an ideal choice. Prioritize whole milk products with no added sugar, if possible. Select A2 milk from grass-fed cows to increase your intake of healthy fats such as omega-3 and CLA. You can use it to make oatmeal, blend it with low-sugar fruits like strawberries or blueberries, or even prepare turmeric milk, a powerful anti-inflammatory drink. Avoid ultra-pasteurized or artificially flavored versions, as these often lose natural enzymes and may contain unnecessary additives that interfere with digestion and nutrient absorption. A2 milk is not just a passing trend. It represents a true advancement in senior nutrition. It allows you to enjoy all the benefits of milk without sacrificing comfort or triggering silent inflammation. If you've ever thought about giving up milk after 60 because of discomfort, it may not be about stopping milk altogether, just switching to the right kind. A2 milk may be one of the simplest yet most impactful changes you can make for your joints, digestion, and brain health. Now, we move on to the part that may surprise many people: 4 types of milk that seem harmless but are actually silently harming the body, especially for people over 60 years old. 1. Sweetened almond milk. Almond milk has long been praised as a healthy alternative to cow's milk. But what many people don't realize is that the sweetened version is actually a wolf in sheep's clothing for older adults. Many commercial brands on the market add sweeteners such as cane sugar, corn syrup, or fructose to improve flavor. But this turns sweetened almond milk into one of the most dangerous hidden sources of refined sugar in a senior's daily diet. This kind of sugar not only expands the waistline but also contributes to brain fog, joint pain, and insulin imbalance, problems that are increasingly common after age 60. A 2022 study published in Endocrinology and Aging revealed that older adults who regularly consumed sweetened nut milk, including almond milk, had a 39% higher risk of insulin resistance. This means they are more likely to develop type 2 diabetes, accumulate visceral fat, and experience midday fatigue. Even worse, most sweetened almond milk products contain less than 2% real almonds. The rest is mostly filtered water, thickeners, emulsifiers, and artificial flavorings. So not only are you missing out on the actual benefits of whole almonds, but you're also feeding your body an industrial mixture that does nothing for your joints, muscles, or brain. For older adults who already have reduced insulin sensitivity and slower sugar metabolism, drinking sweetened almond milk daily could be a hidden reason why weight becomes harder to control, memory declines more rapidly, and chronic aches grow more persistent. Many people believe they've made a healthy choice by switching from cow's milk to nut milk. But if you read the nutritional label closely, you'll often see a long list of additives while the actual nutritional value of almonds is negligible. If you're used to the sweet flavor of sweetened almond milk, try gradually transitioning to the unsweetened version with added calcium and vitamin D. You can naturally sweeten your drink by blending it with ripe banana, red apple, or a few blueberries. These fruits not only enhance flavor but also provide fiber and antioxidants that help stabilize blood sugar levels. The important thing to understand is that not all almond milk is bad, but if the first ingredient listed is sugar or syrup, then that's a clear sign that it's not suitable for an aging body. After age 60, every sip you take can make a difference, and choosing the right milk is the first step toward controlling inflammation, managing blood sugar, and preventing your body from breaking down due to seemingly minor but consistent damage. 2. Unfortified oat milk. Many people choose oat milk believing it is good for heart health, environmentally friendly, and suitable for a plant-based diet. But there is one fact that few realize: most commercial oat milk products today are not fortified with calcium or vitamin D, two nutrients that are absolutely essential for bone and muscle health in older adults. This makes them nutritionally empty kinds of milk that do not offer the protective value many people hope for. Oat milk naturally has a higher glycemic index than most other plant-based milks. When it is not fortified with essential minerals, it not only fails to support strong bones, but it may also raise blood sugar and affect muscle function. A 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Aging found that seniors who drank unfortified oat milk had 31% greater bone density loss compared to a control group. They also reported fatigue, joint pain, and unintentional weight loss, all signs of severe nutritional deficiency that many do not even recognize in themselves. One of the main issues with oat milk is the presence of phytic acid, a natural compound found in oats that binds to minerals such as calcium and magnesium, making them harder for the body to absorb. If oat milk is not fortified to replenish these critical nutrients, then drinking it every day is like slowly draining your body's ability to maintain strong bones and muscles. This is especially risky for older adults who already have low bone density and a higher risk of osteoporosis. On top of that, many commercial oat milk brands contain added vegetable oils, emulsifiers, and synthetic stabilizers, ingredients that can irritate the intestinal lining and lead to bloating, diarrhea, or poor appetite in seniors. For those with irritable bowel syndrome, acid reflux, or slow digestion, poor quality oat milk can worsen symptoms, making meals less enjoyable and overall nutrition even harder to maintain. This does not mean you have to give up oat milk entirely. If you truly enjoy its mild flavor, look for a version that clearly states it provides at least 25% of your daily calcium and vitamin D needs. Choose unsweetened varieties with simple ingredients. But if the product you're using does not list key minerals on the label and you're already past age 60, then that type of oat milk may be quietly weakening your bones and reducing your mobility over time. For older adults, every sip of milk is not just a source of nutrition. It's a decision that impacts independence, movement, and long-term quality of life. 3. Flavored lactose-free milk. The third type of milk on the list of products that people over 60 should avoid is flavored lactose-free milk, such as chocolate milk, strawberry milk, or vanilla milk. At first glance, this may seem like the perfect solution for those who are lactose intolerant. However, these flavored versions often come with more risks than benefits, especially for older adults facing arthritis, weight gain, or declining metabolic function. The first issue is the extremely high sugar content. To achieve a pleasant taste and appealing color, manufacturers often add large amounts of refined sugar, corn syrup, or synthetic flavorings to flavored lactose-free milk. A 2022 study published in Gerontological Nutrition found that people over 65 who regularly drank flavored lactose-free milk had fasting insulin levels 41% higher than those who did not. This means they were more likely to accumulate belly fat, develop insulin resistance, and feel fatigued after meals, issues many seniors mistakenly attribute to aging rather than diet. The second problem lies in the artificial sweeteners and additives commonly used in these products. Many flavored lactose-free milks contain sucralose, carrageenan, or synthetic stabilizers to create creaminess and flavor. But these ingredients can disrupt the gut microbiome, affect thyroid function, and especially worsen joint pain in individuals with sensitive systems. The result is more frequent bloating, reduced appetite, and lingering aches with no obvious cause. The fat content in this milk is also a concern. To achieve a smooth, creamy texture, many brands use hydrogenated oils or synthetic emulsifiers, ingredients that have been shown to trigger inflammation at the cellular level, interfere with the metabolism of healthy fats, and accelerate aging. As we grow older, the body becomes less efficient at processing synthetic chemicals. Therefore, consuming these additives daily may place a silent burden on the liver, immune system, and joints if you are lactose intolerant. The answer is not to choose milk that looks sweet and tastes good with artificial flavors. A far better option is plain, unsweetened lactose-free milk that does not contain flavorings or sugar. This type still provides the protein and calcium your body needs without causing metabolic chaos. You can enhance its flavor naturally by adding a little cinnamon, turmeric, or blending it with real fruit for a personalized touch while still keeping sugar intake under control. The truth is, after the age of 60, your body is no longer strong enough to tolerate ingredients that seem harmless, but quietly cause harm each day. And flavored lactose-free milk is a perfect example. It may appear safe, but it can increase joint pain, promote weight gain, destabilize blood sugar, and drain your energy. Don't let a sweet-tasting glass of milk each morning be the reason why you feel weaker and more sluggish every day. 4. Ultra-pasteurized conventional cow milk, A1. And finally, the number one milk on the list that people over 60 should stay away from is ultra-pasteurized cow's milk from A1 type cows, also known as conventional cow's milk that most of us have grown up with. This is the type of milk found in most supermarkets, boxed, long-lasting, and convenient. But behind its familiar and easy-to-use appearance are hidden risks that many seniors do not realize until their health begins to decline. The first major concern is the type of protein called A1 beta-casein. This specific protein is found in most cow's milk today, and numerous studies have shown that it can trigger inflammatory reactions in the body, especially in the digestive system and joints. A clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2020 found that people over 60 who consumed A1 milk daily experienced a 32% increase in inflammatory markers in their blood. They also had slower reflexes, faster memory decline, and more severe joint stiffness compared to those who drank A2 milk. Next is the issue of ultra-pasteurization, when milk is heated to temperatures above 137 degrees Celsius to extend its shelf life. Many beneficial enzymes and natural protein structures are destroyed. This makes milk significantly harder to digest, especially for older adults with slower digestion. Low stomach acid, or a tendency to feel bloated. As a result, the body not only absorbs nutrients less efficiently, but also has to work harder to process what seems like harmless milk, leading to a long chain of negative effects on digestion, joint health, and even emotional well-being. Furthermore, most conventional cow's milk comes from cows raised on industrial feed, often exposed to growth hormones, antibiotics, and genetically modified grains. Chemical residues from this farming process can remain in the milk and gradually accumulate in the body, leading to hormonal imbalances, poor calcium absorption, and abnormal immune responses. These factors are particularly dangerous for older adults, whose bodies are already more sensitive and prone to imbalance. A large-scale observational study from Europe also showed that seniors who drank a lot of conventional cow's milk had higher fracture rates, elevated oxidative stress markers, and significantly shorter telomere length, a biological indicator of aging. All of these indicators suggest that ultra-pasteurized A1 cow's milk is no longer the safe beverage we once thought, especially when the body has entered the vulnerable stages of aging. If you are still drinking this kind of milk every day and haven't seen any improvement in your health, or worse, feel heavier, more tired, in more pain, or experiencing more sleep disturbances, this may be the time to make a change. Because every glass of milk is more than just part of a meal. It's a choice that can either slow down or accelerate the aging process inside your body. If you followed along to this point, then you've likely realized something important. After the age of 60, choosing your milk is no longer just a simple morning habit. It becomes a decision that directly affects your bone health, memory, digestion, and even your ability to remain independent in daily life. The right type of milk can nourish your immune system, soothe aching joints, preserve muscle mass, and help you walk confidently each day. On the other hand, the wrong milk can silently drain your energy, worsen chronic aches, and gradually make you feel weaker without understanding why. The journey to maintaining health in old age doesn't have to begin with anything dramatic. Sometimes, a small change in your choice of milk, switching from sweetened to unsweetened, from A1 milk to A2, or adding probiotic-rich kefir to your daily routine, is already a meaningful step forward. These small, consistent actions can build up into noticeable results. You can feel fewer nighttime leg cramps, smoother digestion, more flexible joints in the morning, and clearer mental focus throughout the day. So if you've ever thought you were too old to change anything, remember that your body is quietly waiting for that change. The kind of milk you choose tomorrow could determine whether you feel better or worse next week. Health is a continuous journey, and every choice you make today is an investment in your quality of life tomorrow. Wishing you strength, peace, and continued confidence in your body. No matter your age, if today's message was helpful to you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more useful content on senior health. And which type of milk are you using among those mentioned today? Share your experience in the comments below. I would love to hear your story and help however I can.